Right then, so this one is for the reward points, and I can take my time a little bit on this because I'm only just doing it for the reward points. So the most you can redeem is 25 quid. You can redeem a £5 voucher, you can redeem a £10 voucher, and you can redeem a £25 voucher. Now there's a very good reason for this. This is something that does annoy investors because, unfortunately, or fortunately for them, when they invest, they also get reward points. So I've got quite a few investors that are sitting there with tons and tons and tons of reward points. And the last thing that they want to do is sit there at their computer, redeeming a £25 voucher, and then going off shopping, spending 25 quid, and then redeeming another voucher, and then spending another 25 quid, and then redeeming another voucher, and then spending another 25 quid. It is a pain in the bottom for them, and I totally get that. And so every now and again somebody will say to me, look, I've amassed X amount of points, can I do the same thing as you would do with Nectar or Tesco's or whatever? And so I've got like 80 quid's worth of points, I want 80 quid's worth of stuff, just take it off my points. No. I did do that a few times, no more, sorry. And the reason that I won't do that, I'm coming into. So, every time you redeem a voucher, you have to pay £1.99 postage, every single time. So even if it's free points that I've given you, and you've got this free voucher that you've collected points for, and you cash it in for 25 quid, you've still got to pay £1.99. Now that's not a con, because I'm honest about it. What that does is, Logan is still going to sit there and process that sale and package it and send it. So that £1.99 goes towards his wages and the time he takes to do it. Also, it goes towards a little bit of the cost. So if I let you spend £250 in one go, what would happen is you'd spend £250, get £250 worth of stuff and pay just £1.99. That's going to hurt. And it hurts even more when you're using your points to buy packaged coins and expensive coins that we have to then go and buy. Because of course, when I set up the reward points and everything, I didn't set it up knowing I was going to be as big as what we are. And I didn't set it up knowing we was going to be as big in the packaged coin market as what we are. So we have to buy these. Whereas when people are buying pennies and 10p's and 50p's, etc., this is stuff we find in change. So if I sell a 50p for 3 or 4 quid, well, then I'm only actually sending you 50p, even though 4 quid's worth of points might be being used, if you see what I mean. So it works. It sort of causes a bit of an issue when people are buying expensive stuff that we have to go and buy. And using that analogy of 250 quid, if I let you do it at £25 a time, then to spend 250 quid, you've got to make 10 purchases. That means you will have given us a total of £19.90 postage. Well, £19.90, sending off 200 quid's worth of stuff, it's not so much of an ouch. £1.99, sending 250 quid's worth of stuff, that's a big ouch. So we'll take the £1.99 postage off of each sale. We will put them all together. If you've made all those sales purchases within a couple of days, we'll put them together. We'll send them off in one parcel. We save a bit on that. And so the money that we make, if you like, on that, goes towards the cost of what it is that you've bought and Logan's time and wages for processing the entire order, pardon me, and packaging it and sending it. See? So that is the reason why. Now, although this might annoy a couple of investors, on the other hand, this should actually pacify investors or make you think, actually, yeah, I get what you're saying, Ian, because you're investing and I've got to pay you back. And I ain't going to be able to pay you back if I go and make a huge loss and I go and let people have 250 quid worth of stuff for £1.99. That ain't going to work. You know, I ain't going to be making money on that and so on. So there's another reason. So even though it is annoying to have to do it so many times, that's it. That's the way it is. And that's the way it's going to be from now on. To do anything else physically takes us a lot of time. and we haven't got the time to stop and then put a £200 order together. That just takes so long. Whereas if you take the time to sit, do your shopping, pick out what you want, enter the voucher code, redeem your points, and so on, it comes through to us just like any other sale. It gets printed off and it gets processed like any other sale, and it will get merged. So if you've bought it 20 times, then you'll have 20 orders on one order, but you'll have paid that £1.99 20 times, but we will only send it once, and so on, right? So hopefully you're getting that, and perhaps understanding that a bit more. Yes, it is annoying that you can't do more, but the other thing I can say is, look, what do you see? Me. That's what you see. We're not a conglomerate. We're not Sainsbury's. We ain't Tesco's. I haven't got that kind of money. And it don't matter how much investment I got, I will never, for as long as I got a hole in my bottom, will I ever have as much money as Sainsbury's or Tesco's. So I will never be able, ever be able, as a business, to let people amass as many points as they want and then spend them all at once. Now, from a buyer, I'm in agreement with you, in a way. You know, I collect Nectar points. I've been collecting Nectar points for God knows how many years. I used to use them just to do my Christmas shopping when I was skint. So whatever Nectar points we'd amassed, we would spend them at Christmas, and that would pay for the Christmas shopping. I haven't needed to do that for a couple of years now because we've got a bit more successful and I've had a bit more money in my pocket, so I haven't had to redeem them. So my points have amassed now to, I've got £1,000 worth. I've got, what is it, 200,000 points or whatever it is. So I've got like £1,000 worth. So I could go and spend, if their system allowed me, I could spend £1,000 on something. I can't afford to do that for you. As much as I'd love to, I can't. So it isn't really worth saving your points up to just save them and save them and save them, thinking that you're going to be able to put them in against something expensive. You never will, because we just won't be able to allow it, and so therefore I won't set it. So this is not a computer glitch. This is not the system. This is not me blaming it on Shopify template or anything. I'm not saying to people, oh, that it doesn't give me the facility to do that. I have got the facility to do it, and at a couple of clicks of a button, I could do it, but I'm just not going to. It's a flat refusal, because I've got too many things to consider. I've got my personal to consider, I've got my business to consider, I've got the wages of the staff to consider, and core, I've got the investors to consider. So if you're an investor and this miffs you a little bit, on the other hand, look at that and think, okay, yeah, that makes sense. He's not going to be able to give me hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds of free stuff and give me the profit that I want to make on my investment. You know, let's be a little bit sensible about this. So this is the reasons why. Now, what comes out of this inadvertently, and again, there's no con, it's just that what I've realised happens is that in order for you to spend your points 25 quid at a time, it means you've got to shop on the site. That means you're looking around our site. You're not looking on Change Checker, you're not looking on eBay, you're not looking on Westminster, you're looking on the GreatBritishCoinHunt.com, because that's where you'll want to spend your voucher. And if you've amassed enough points to spend 10 vouchers or 20 vouchers or 50 vouchers, whatever, then it means that you're going to be spending an inordinate amount of time on our site to do your shopping. If I allowed you to do it once and spend 250 quid's worth in one go, you'll come along, you'll spend an hour, do your shopping, off you go, I won't see you again for a couple of months. So inadvertently, it actually does us a favour by taking this stance, because it means that in order for you to spend those free points, you have to spend the time on our site. You can't spend the points without spending the time on our site. And that turns out to be good for us, because whilst you're looking, in order to spend the points, you'll see something else that you want. And not everybody that spends 25 quid's worth of points will spend exactly 25 quid. Someone will spend £27.50. Well, that means we're getting £2.50 plus £1.99. So now we're getting a £5 or £6 quid, and so on. So someone might spend 30 quid, in which case we're getting a £5 because of 25 free. So we're getting a £5 plus the £1.99 postage, we're getting 8, 7, 8, 9, 8, 6.99, £7. See? So, I mean, if you want to spend exactly 25 quid, you can. But what happens a lot is people go over a little bit and they add a few quid to it. Well, that just helps us. Again, it doesn't make us fortunes, it helps us. The whole idea of the reward points is to be good for us as a business, but it's to reward customer loyalty. Well, the customer loyalty is to keep using the site. You keep using the site, you keep getting rewarded from a loyalty point of view. And they're good. You know, our reward points at the moment, you get 10%. Now that might change in the future. I might have to put them down. Might have to give you less points. You know, but at the moment you get a roughly equivalent of 10% back of every purchase in points. So you spend 100 quid, you've got 10 quid worth of points, roughly. Which means that you can then get 10 quid worth of something for free. So, and that is totally free. I don't, unlike the big business, I don't load the prices to pay for the points. The points are literally a free gift from us to you, the way that a reward program should be run. It's a loyalty thing. It's a way of us going, really grateful that you're coming and shopping with us, so we're going to give you these points, and then you can do more shopping with us. So that is the whole point, and I'm really, really hoping that you get it, and I'm really, really hoping it doesn't offend, and I'm really, really hoping that when you pay those 199s, 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 you're not viewing it as a con, you're viewing it as, oh yeah, that's just a little contribution towards what it is that I'm getting. You know, because, like I say, we ain't that big like Tesco's and Sainsbury's. We probably never, ever, ever will be, and therefore we could never give away what they can afford to give away. But what we do give away is honest, it's clean, and it's from us to you to say thank you. Now, while we're on the subject of this, message for all investors, I did make a bit of a mistake in going, if you pay me bank to bank, I'll give you treble points. That was a mistake, double. So from now on, from today, and I just had to tell an investor that just 10 minutes ago, who's putting in money today, as from today, it's not treble, you get double, but it's still worth you paying me bank to bank. So investors, bank to bank, you'll get double points. And that's still mental when you think about it, absolutely mental. And I've got investors that have now got their head around how the rewards points work, that didn't have their head around it before, but they now have got their head around it. Even one guy, Pete, he doesn't even, until he invested in us, he never collected coins in his life. Now he's got his head around how the rewards points work. He spent some time trying to work it out, and he's on there every day. He's buying. I don't mind that, because every time he does it, 199, 199, 199, we're getting a contribution. It's cool. And like I say, I've got several investors now that have worked out how to use the reward points and are therefore making full use of it. And crack on. And if you've got loads of reward points because you've earned them for free, sharing pages, following us on Instagram and so on and so forth, well, that's fine. Keep using your 25 quids, tenors, fivers, as many times as you like. We don't mind that. That's fine, because we're still going to get the 199s, and those 199s just help. It's a little contribution. It's not massive, but it's a little contribution. Also, we have to pay the rewards people for every single order that we take on the site. And it costs us about 20p, 15, 20p per order. Nothing if the order's 150 quid. But if that order's only for like a 99p item, we still got to give them that same price per order. So, it's better for us when your order value goes up a little bit. And every week I give away free vouchers, a couple of quid here, a couple of quid there. And I always say to people, the vouchers I give away, they're not worth it in one sense, in that if you just go on and buy one item, because you still got to pay the £1.99 postage. But if there's a few items that you're looking for, just 3 or 4, 5 or 6 items, whatever, then it's worth adding that voucher code, because then you're actually getting that free coin, because you're going to be paying that postage anyway. So to add another one with a free coin, you're getting it. Do you see what I mean? Cool. So I'm hoping that everybody gets it, and we're quite happy with that. And there's no issues. If there are any issues, just send us an email and we'll have a chat. But please do not send us an email asking us to amalgamate your points and give us a list of stuff that you want. On the one hand, it's lazy on your part, and number two, it is extremely time consuming for us, and we can't do it anymore. I did do it for a couple of people, and when I did it, Alex being one of them, I got a bit disturbed there right away halfway through talking about doing it for Alex. But yeah, I did it for Alex, and what happened was I realised, oh no, this is too expensive, we can't do it this way, and it's too time consuming. And when I explained it to Alex, totally understood. So and Alex is now off and running, and she's doing the purchases one by one, which is what we need. So there we are. I hope that explains everything. I hope it's, like I say, I've said this several times, I hope it doesn't cause offence. I hope nobody sees it as a con or anything like that. You know, look at it for what it is, and just appreciate that you've still got those 3 points that you can use. You just got to pay $1.99 every time, you know, for every order that you buy. And if you just buy one coin, then of course the postage is quite expensive. But if you buy more than one coin, then the postage is negligible. All right then. So that's everything, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.